Hey, welcome back guys. In the previous video, we have seen that we have added these script files and we have successfully loaded our page. As you can see, all the files are loaded successfully. Now in this video, we will know more about views. I want to explain this data structure or model of Backbone.js. This is a basic kind of a flow of this Backbone.js in which there are mainly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 components. A router is used like a road. We have there are several roads. We have to select one road and we have to go to the view is generally the HTML code which is visible to the end user. It is a kind of HTML page, you can say. The events are like mouse events in which mouse click, mouse hover, key press events. We have to select the view according to the events. If I click on this button, then which view it will be available. As if I give you the example of navigation tab, there is a navigation tab on all the websites, like this is a navigation tab. If I click on this button, API documentation, then which will be used. This type of events are used and they are related to each other. Then the next component comes here, the model in which the data is stored. For example, the roll number, name and contact. These three the values of these three variables are stored in this model. So if there are 50 students, then we have to create 50 different models, and the collection of that 50 models is known as this collection. It is also kind of an array of object, because this model is an object, so it is also the array of object. They are synchronized with our data source. So you get the basic idea of how Backbone.js work. It is also known as MVC data structure, means model, view and controller is the another part. So MVC structure. Now I will teach you how to create view. So first open this custom.js. Okay, we will write here all our custom code. To create a view, we have to create one variable. I will create one variable. I will zoom it. First view, I will give it a name, and the syntax is basic, simple. We have to write backbone, then we have to write view. If we want to create view, then we have to write view, and if we want to create model, then we have to just replace it with the model, and if we want to create collection, then we have to replace it with collection. Backbone.view.extend, we have to use this method extend to create view, or to create model, or to create collection. We have to always use this method. Okay, so this is the basic syntax of backbone. Now in this, we have to open and close one curly braces. Now to create view, we have to first initialize that view. Initialize function, and we have to separate this function with comma, and we have to create second function which is called render function. Render means it is related to the browser. It will refresh, or render means give you the output of the whole page, in which I will alert our first program, small program, which is the basic program of all computer languages, that to print hello world. So I have created one alert in which I will print hello world. So to this is the class. As you can see, this is the class. So to call this function of this class, we have to create one object. So I will create one object. First view obj object equals to new first view. So the object is created. Now we have to just call this render method by using this object. So I will use first view object dot render. By calling this render method, it will go inside this method and it will call this alert function. So let's see practically. We'll go to our file and let's just close this all. We don't need it anymore. I will refresh this page. As you can see, the alert is shown here, hello world. Now if we don't want to call this function here, and we have to call this render on initialization, so we can also do it like this. This dot render. this dot render. So when the object is created, this initialize constructor will be called in on this line. In this line it will go inside the function. Inside the function there is a line, this dot render. It will call the render function of this means this class. So this will render, will call this function, and the alert will be visible. Now you can see if I reload the page, and hello world will be visible, and then there is no error. So in this video you have learned about how to create a basic view of in Backbone.js. In the next video I will teach you about how to create a model in which we will store data, and how to create that model, how to get and set the value of that model. Thank you guys.